All right, so we are back live in the house. For some reason, I went down in the basement and the video stopped, or the feed was broken. So, gonna stay out of the basement because I don't want this to drop again. But again, just came back upstairs. Actually, Adam, do you want to be my lovely assistant here?
Well, I'm not wearing my prettiest dress, but I can.
That's okay. Would you just pull open those pantry doors behind you? Yeah, just want to show the pullouts. I just don't want to get too close. And then the bottom has all the pullouts in there as well. So again, you can see, very efficient kitchen. Lots of pullouts. Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. And those shelves are adjustable as well, so you can configure any way you want to. So, yeah. So that is what we have in this house. And as you can see in this wonderful COVID-19 world that we live in, we've got yet another COVID welcome station. So I've got, like my other listing out on Wellesley Avenue in Pasadena Park, got some Clorox wipes, got some gloves, you can have some booties. Although this has a vinyl floor, there's no carpeting. So if you want the booties, they're there. As soon as I can get my hands on more hand sanitizer, we'll bring some up here too. But supplies are kind of running short on there. So let me bring you back to Adam. Let Adam talk about his world, summit funding, and what's going on in lending these days.
That's right. So crazy, lots of crazy changes happening. Obviously, unemployment rates are huge. A lot of people are laid off, but it's temporary. Like we said last weekend when we did our last virtual open house, and like we've been saying, this is temporary. The virus is moving, but health experts are racing to get cures. There's drugs that seem to be working right now. We're kind of at the peak, and we should start seeing some numbers decline. So I think this is temporary. A lot of people have asked me a lot of questions. Steve, they've been saying, hey, what about the housing market? What about is now still a good time to buy? What about competition? If you're qualified to buy right now, if you don't know if you're qualified, give us a call. We can help answer that question. But if you're qualified to buy right now, it's a great time to be looking at buying property. Competition's low right now because there are people that unfortunately are either laid off or people that aren't wanting to do anything for a little while. Now's a very hot time. Houses are still moving, so if you're thinking of listing, we are still seeing listings go rather quickly, and they're not losing money. A lot of people right now are saying, well, the bubble's gonna pop, or we're in the midst of the worst recession. And I even heard one guy tell me recently, he says, well, I'm gonna wait for the houses to drop so I can save 50 to 80 grand on a home. I said, well, that's probably not gonna happen. If you look at Spokane, Spokane's in a weird supply and demand area. There's so many people moving here, and there's only a certain number of houses that are available. So when you have very high demand and very low supply, home values continue to go up, which is great. So if you're looking at buying, now's a great time to look at buying. If you're looking at selling, now's a great time to sell. So the market is still moving. In the lending world, rates are low. There's a lot of activity happening. You should definitely talk to someone who understands what these guidelines are and how they're being updated constantly. My team is studying this stuff every morning, so if you're curious what's going on in the mortgage world, give us a call. We'd be happy to help. But otherwise, rates are good. Refinances are a great thing to look into right now. Home buying is a great thing to look into right now. And the housing market is still strong. That's the thing I want to communicate more than anything else. We are not seeing a bubble pop. We are not seeing home values drop half their values. That stuff isn't happening right now. We're really strong going into this. This is temporary. We're going to be really strong coming out of this. So there's a quick update for you. I hope that helps. Yeah.
Great. So let me turn this around again. Sorry, got the scary close-up of me. But so anyway, what I thought I'd do is I'm going to take you outside for a second and kind of show you the street because it's just a beautiful neighborhood that I think you'd really appreciate. Or if you know somebody who wants to move to Spokane, something that they would absolutely fall in love with. So just to give you an idea, again, beautiful spring day here in Spokane, South Hill. So this is the street as we look down to the east, and these are the neighbor houses. You can see there's a nice mix. You've got some wood houses, you've got some brick houses down there as well. Down across the street over there, you got more cute little bungalows all over the place. Lots of character down here. Very walkable neighborhood as well. Just an absolutely beautiful neighborhood up here on the top of the South Hill. So if you have any questions, feel free to make the notes down below. Adam and I will answer questions. Can be regarding the house, could be regarding real estate in Spokane. We're happy to field any questions. We're going to be here till about 1:30, so we're going to go a full 30 minutes on this. I know the video broke up, so we're going to be 2 posts after the fact. There actually is 1 live right now, so if you want to watch the beginning, feel free to jump in on that one. If you want to ask any questions, if you have any specific requests right now, feel free to hit us up with those. But let me just turn this around again, kind of show this beautiful fireplace. And obviously these are staged items that we have in the house that don't go with the house, but just to give you an idea of what you can do. Again, it's just a beautiful living room in here that is a wood burning fireplace. Kind of show you these window blinds too. Just as I said, they're very simple. So, you just pull these down and they're all honeycomb. So they give you, allow light to come through, but at the same time, definitely give you privacy. And when you're ready, you just push those back up and they stay. The blinds in the bedroom on the main floor, they're actually a little darker. So it kind of gives you, more privacy in there, less light coming through, obviously. Going to do most of your sleeping in the bedroom. You might sleep in the living room. You might fall asleep looking at this beautiful house across the street.
I fall asleep in my living room.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we have right here. I'll just turn this around. We'll kind of walk around again, show you some more, or show you what I've already shown you if you're new. You can see down here, so in the older style homes in Spokane, all the floor heat or the heat's actually down on the floor, which is pretty cool. So you've got your output over here, you've got your cold air returns over here. But again, it is gas forced air heating, and there is a central AC in this house too. Which reminds me, I need to update the listing because I don't think I put central AC on here. And obviously, we saw earlier, there is a compressor. So another thing that you have here, I missed on the first pass, is again, you've got these built-ins. So, a lot of these old houses in Spokane, have this character to it. So you've got your shelves down here. Got some drawers as well. So again, a lot of these things already built into these homes. And then I'll come back and I'll show you. So this is that darker, the honeycomb blinds in the bedroom. So you could see, when I showed you the living room, you really saw the light come through. This one, it's a heavier material. So you really notice how that blocks out the light. But again, very simple to operate. Pull it down by the tab, push it back up by the tab, and they stay. So, all right. Oh, let me turn that around again. Sorry. So, Adam, did you see any questions come up?
I didn't see anything come up yet. So if you
Okay.
guys have questions, feel free to ask them.
Yep.
We love answering questions.
Yeah. Otherwise, we got to tell stories again, like last week. We went into some interesting territory there last week. So, we may go back there soon. We've got 10 minutes. So,
Fun stories. Yeah.
yep. So. All right, well, you know what? Let me just walk you out real quick, and I'll just walk out to the corner and kind of show you how close we are to Manitou Park right here. So let me turn this around again. So we're just down the steps, and literally we have 2 houses down here to the corner. And I'm walking east down 26th Avenue. This is Division Street right here. Division is the 0 marker for east-west in all of Spokane. Fun fact there. So those of you not from Spokane, now you know we're by the streets. And then also the 0 for north-south is Sprague Avenue. So right down there, that is Manitou Park, 1 block away that we're looking at down into 25th Avenue. So, big, beautiful park. Lots of things for everybody in the family. Children's playgrounds. Beautiful gardens. There's a rose garden, the perennial garden. There's the Japanese garden. You've got lots of play areas. You got a huge pond in there as well. So just a lot going on in this area. And then you're up in kind of the best area of the South Hill as well. So you've got shopping, you've got restaurants, you've got bars, ice cream parlors, things like that, all close by. And at the same time, you're very close to downtown. So from here, you got two different ways to get down to downtown. You could head west 2 blocks to Bernard, and that'll take you right downtown. You can head a couple blocks over here to Division, and then go over to Grand Avenue or Grand Boulevard, head downtown from there as well. And then High Drive is not far from here either. So, you've got a lot of areas you can go walking to. Comstock Park, which I forgot to mention before, is the other signature park up here in the South Hill. That is just southwest of us, about 5 blocks. And there they have a swimming pool and aquatic center. They've got tennis courts. They've got open fields for play. They've got playgrounds. It's just a cool environment up here in the South Hill. So especially if you have kids, if you have grandkids, if you just get outdoors yourself, it's just beautiful up here. Places to go to that you don't even have to drive to. So if you're eco-friendly, that's another plus for you right there. So definitely want to come see this and take advantage of this property before it goes away. So, all right, well, let me throw it back to Adam. Adam, you got anything to add?
You forgot to add one of the key features of Manitou Park. I don't know if people know this. It's a little hidden gem of Spokane, okay? Did you know that Spokane has a huge, I'm not part of it, but a huge LARPing society? Have you heard of this?
I have no idea what LARPing is.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Oh, this is great.
I didn't either until one day I stumbled across it in Manitou Park. Apparently, LARPing, and I studied this, it stands for live action role play. And it's guys that get shields and medieval stuff on and fake swords, and they do live action fights in Manitou Park. There's a big group of them that gather.
Wow. When
the weather's nice, on weekends or something. I don't know. So I stumbled across it one day. I was up in Manitou, I was walking through, and all of a sudden I see all these guys walk through with all this medieval stuff they're wearing, and I thought, where are these guys going? So just for fun, I followed them, and there they went. Apparently Spokane has a really big LARPing society.
No kidding. So if we were in the South, it'd be Civil War reenactments, but here it's LARPing.
Here it's medieval LARPing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, the Northwest, we are different out here. So, it is what it is. Yeah, but Manitou, if you've never been, even if you're not interested in looking to buy a house, you got to come check out this park. It's truly amazing. Yeah. There's something for everybody. You can walk for hours and get lost, but thankfully through GPS, it's pretty easy to find your way back out as well. So
it's gorgeous.
So definitely come take a look at that. Got about 6 minutes here before we're wrapping it up. We've got some tours scheduled, so I didn't want to take a lot of time on this live video just because we do have tours lined up starting at about 2 o'clock. So I want to clean up, get out of here before they start. And again, this house is brand new. It's on the market. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It is a fenced yard, and it's listed at $365,000. So, very good price. Most homes in this area on the South Hill, you're looking to get in between $360,000 and $400,000. So $365,000 being updated, it's a really good price. It's a very fair price as well. So, yeah. So
it's a beautiful neighborhood too. Just driving up here, you really get the heart of that South Hill feel. Those homes and beautiful stuff. The neighbors are out doing yard work. You can literally right now you can hear kids outside playing. I don't know if the video will pick it up, but you can hear kids out running around playing right now. It's
this is just your view out the front door of the neighbor across the street. So sorry, my Explorer's in the way. I guess I didn't think that through when I was parking there. But yeah, again,
shout out to Ford though, right?
Yeah, hey,
get some endorsement.
Yeah, videos, huh? Ford, maybe you guys can send me some new rims for that, please. Although send them in 19-inch so I can put them in my other car, but it's okay. But again, this house, a lot of things have already been updated. Again, we pointed out the window shades. The windows are just beautiful double pane vinyl throughout. The floor is a nice luxury vinyl as well. The fireplace, everything, it's painted, it's nice and white. So that is ready to go. This house truly is move-in ready. And then again, in the kitchen, we've got some newer appliances in here. These cabinets are all newer as well. I forgot to point out, these are also quartz countertops in here. So, you've got a lot going for you in this house. Let me walk out back again in the backyard, show you what that looks like since it's got a beautiful spring day here in Spokane. Forgot to point out, there is a garage back there behind the fence. So you do have a one-car garage, but you've got plenty of room back here to play. A couple things. This playhouse right there, that is not staying with the house, unfortunately. The girls who lived here love that too much. They're going to take it to the new place. But the play set is negotiable. So, with a good offer, that certainly is negotiable as far as I've been told by the sellers. And then the back, even the view in the back, looking at your neighbors back here, you've got some beautiful houses there. And then again, right back behind these garages, you're looking right back at Manitou Park too. So, just a cool area back here in the South Hill. Just kind of pan back, tall trees everywhere, very pretty. So, for those of you not familiar with the Pacific Northwest, we have green trees 12 months of the year, thanks to all these wonderful pines we have. So, even in the wintertime, it's still green up here, which is great. And then all these other seasonal trees, they start to blossom as well this time of the year. So we're in the midst of 60-degree plus weather. So we're just waiting for all of these buds that are on the trees now just to explode. So if I was to do this video about 3 or 4 days from now, it's probably going to look a lot different because you're going to have flowers everywhere. So, as we're coming up on the bottom of the 1 o'clock hour, just want to see, do we have any other questions right now come in?
I haven't seen any yet, but
okay.
There is one question that came up from someone who messaged me on our last video.
Okay.
Which is, Steve, what advice would you give? He didn't say Steve, I'm ad-libbing there. His question was for us, what advice would you give someone who is looking to buy or sell coming up this year? Should they wait till this is over?
Okay.
Or should they do something now?
Yeah, so let me turn this around so I'm not, let me find out a wall without a window so I'm not blinding you. Honestly, if you're looking to sell in Spokane, it depends. I mean, if you know where you're moving to, if you're downsizing, definitely now is a great time. Yes, all the prices are going to continue to appreciate. They may not appreciate at the 10+% that we have seen, but sorry about that. I saw a forecast, can't remember what magazine it was the other day, but for the next 12 months, and they named the top markets in the country. Boise was number 1, Spokane was number 2. So again, people around in the industry are just constantly seeing Spokane as staying as one of the top markets in the country. So if you do want to sell, now is a great time to sell. The spring rush that we normally see that would have started a couple weeks ago, there's going to be a little delay in that. So again, as Adam said, people are buying homes right now. There's not a slowdown by any means, but the rush and the crush of buyers coming out is a couple weeks behind. So we're going to start seeing that really soon. And then that normal spring rush that we see that normally dies off a little bit or eases up in early summer, the forecasts are because of the late spring, it's going to go all the way through the summer as well. So it's going to be a different year, but they actually say the predictions are to be stronger than it has been. So, definitely if you're selling, now is a great time. I'm more than happy to provide, any kind of free market analysis. Sit down with you or do a video chat and have you tour me through your home. I could put together a competitive market analysis. I can send that to you so you can see what your house is worth. If you want to look at other houses as well, we could do that too. So I've got a pretty cool system for my sellers because I never want to leave anybody homeless. So what I do is, because I do my own 3D tours and 3D pictures, I can actually take all the photography, have it ready, and just sit on it until you found your next home and you're ready to make an offer that gets accepted, and then we can put your house in the market. So that way we make sure that we don't sell your house before you find the next house. But it's worked out really well for some buyers that I've worked with and sellers that I've worked with as well, to be able to have that flexibility and get everything ready, so they're not doing buying and selling at the same time. Kind of get your ducks in a row, make sure everything's right, make sure you find the house you really love, and then move forward from there. And that way you aren't rushed. You don't have a deadline. You don't have 2 weeks to list your house by. If it takes 3 weeks, 4 weeks to find the perfect house, that's great. We've got all the content and the marketing waiting to go. So as soon as you get an accepted offer, we flip the switch, your house goes on the market. So it's a pretty good system. It has definitely worked out for a lot of buyers. They're very happy with that too. And again, I always say 95% of what I do is pro bono work. It's really providing information. So if you have any questions, if you want to bounce any ideas off me, I'm here. Just reach me through my website, through Facebook. You can find me there as well. Or if you have my phone number, you can text me or call me too. But again, that's available on all these places too. So, feel free to reach out anytime. Always happy to do anything without any expectation, of signing you, listing you, whatever. I'm here to help. Through my reviews you'll see online, you can look on Google, you can look on Facebook, you can look on Realtor.com. They're all 5 stars. So the best commercial I can give you is my past clients. Just take a look, see what they say. And if you want to be connected to any as referrals, I'm more than happy to share those with you too. So let me throw it back to Adam before we wrap up here.
Yeah. Well, I agree with everything Steve just said. If you're thinking about buying a house this year, if you're getting ready, if you're even just brainstorming it, I would not advise jumping on Google and just typing in stuff. Because all you're going to get is a quick ad and a link to apply with some company that you've never heard of, and good luck going down the rabbit hole. So we're local here, we live here, we're familiar with the market, we're here to help you. So shoot a message over to us and let us know what you're thinking. If you're looking at buying and you don't know if you can, or you don't know if you can get pre-approved, or what your options are, shoot me a message. I'd love to sit down with you, no obligation. We'll go over some financial stuff, we'll answer some questions, and we'll take a look to see if you're ready. If you're thinking about listing a home and getting ready to sell a home, or maybe you've got an investment property you're looking to sell, or maybe you're just thinking, hey, you know what? My little rascal kids are now a lot bigger rascal kids and we need a little bit more room. Just send a message. One thing I think people get nervous on, I don't know if Steve, if you would agree, but I think one thing people get nervous on is, well, if I send that message, then I'm like obligated to do something, or I'm locked into doing something. Or if I send that message, what if we're not ready? Hey, if you just tell us, look, we're not ready yet, but we are just thinking through this. Again, 95% of what we do is consulting, and we want to sit down and consult that with you and just say, hey, here's your options. Option A, option B, here's some things you could do. More importantly, here's some things you could do to get ready in the future. I always tell a lot of my clients, I go, there's kind of 2 options in this world when you're looking at buying a home. There's what's easy and there's what's right. What's easy is we could just look and say, sure, you're pre-approved, here's a number, go buy a house, go buy. It might not be the best scenario though. What's right is that we take a deeper look at your finances, a deeper look at your needs, a deeper look at what you're trying to get out of selling a home or buying a home, what those motivations are. And that's where Steve and I are going to sit down and do a lot more digging into those things to make sure that your purchase you're super happy with, you've got a great experience. Versus just what's easy, which is sure you're pre-approved, here's a house, move in. Then you wake up 3 months from now and go, man, I wish I never would have bought this home. We don't want that to happen. So definitely give us a message, give us a call if you're curious, if you're thinking about it. We'd love to sit down and consult with you. This has been fun. We didn't even get to share any silly stories. Maybe next time.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. Great information as always. And again, we're a little kind of a time crunch because we've got people coming in to see it. So next time we'll have stories. We'll have to work on our stories. Our stories are pretty good last week. If you were there, go back and look at that one. Adam talks about how he may or may not have been arrested. And my brother falling through the floor. So, there's things out there. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, if you have any questions about real estate, reach out to me. If you have any about lending, reach out to Adam directly. If you don't have his info, reach out to me. I'll connect you with him. So thanks for coming. Have a great day. Happy Easter and stay safe out there. Take care.